regarding the Stratum situation, here's the thing. So the radio, someone asked about the radio. The radio was a great success. I didn't know it was going live that day, but I knew, obviously I kept saying it should be ready soon. Nikes did a test. I was happy I weren't streaming because I actually got to see it and watch and see loads of different people's point of view and get feedback, which is it's kind of what I've been trying to do with Nikes anyway, is trying to like speak to artists, speak to people in the city, relay information back to him, help him out with whatever he needs help with. Do you know what I mean? Collect data, information, whatever. Radio went well. It was just a test. You know, he asked me to send him music. My whole stream knows. We played a clip. Remember, he was walking around the tuna shop playing the music. That was the first test, offline. The second test he did was online. Legend. It works. Great. Everyone was vibing. Cool. Sick. It only had a few songs. I saw a few people chatting shit like, oh, why is it just these songs? Bro, it's just a fucking small test. Like, get over it. Like, if it weren't for us trying to do this, there wouldn't even be no radios. Like, allow it. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's focusing on the wrong things instead of just focusing on where making radios work, and well done. They fucking work. Like, do you know what I mean? But we will add a shit ton of songs later. There's no point adding fucking 50,000 songs now and the shit don't work properly or it breaks the game. Then what? Now we're not playing because you wanted all 50,000 songs on there at once. It don't make sense. So he just used a couple of my songs that he knew was okay. Now, Stratum, in my eyes, is a P Money and Molly song. And I tell you why. So originally, she bought the beat. It's her beat. She came up with the song name. It's hers. Then she put me on it. I'm a feature. But then me and Molly spoke and we agreed. And I said, oh, I'd like to release this on my mixtape, IRL, because I thought it would help her. She was talking to me and she said she never released a song. She's only learnt about like distribution companies recently. I think it was DistroKid she mentioned. And I was like, sick, man, I'm down to help or whatever. But it's up to you. I can release this on my mixtape. And she was like, what does that mean? How does that work? And I said, look, I'll put it on my mixtape. We can drop it with a video or without a video. It's up to you. I'll give you all the money earned from it. You know what I mean? I'll give you all the money earned from it. It's just that it comes out on my mixtape. And the only reason why I felt like doing that is because it gives the whole track way more traction, because she's a brand new artist. She's going to release it. Let's say she goes on Spotify. She has zero listeners because it's a brand new account, where my listeners right now on Spotify was like 600,000 listeners a month or something. It's just great reach, great exposure. So I thought, put this on my mixtape. Boom, bang, sick, whatever. So from then, it's a joint release. But in her head, it isn't. In her head, it's still her song. That's what she thought. Now, the radio thing happened. She heard it and she's panicked. She's panicked because she wants it to go, she wants it to go well with like a whole video. We was planning a video. We spoke a few times about a video. She's getting a guy to do it. She wanted the song to come out with a video. She said she's been RPing a lot, planning out the video. But in my world, and Nikes' world, everyone in the city knows about the song. Everyone's been playing the song. We've seen OOC. I've seen loads of YouTube rips and SoundCloud rips. And so is she, because she brought them up to me. And I even asked her then, do you want them taken down? Do you want me to contact them? And she said, how do you feel about it? And I told her, look, it's all promotion. I don't mind. It's great. It's great work. I don't think it harms anything. It's cool. Yeah, as you know me, I let anyone play my stuff. But I always gave her the option of, what do you think? And at the time, she said it was cool, but in her mind, it wasn't. In her actual mind, she had the feeling of, I don't really want this out yet. I want it to come out with a video. I don't really want no one playing it. I want it to be a video. But she was worried that it would spoil or ruin the feature. She thought I would be like, what's this girl talking about? And then not really want to do it. So she didn't say anything. She just said, okay, cool. Do you know what I mean? She went along with it. Miscommunication there. She should have told me, because then I would have pulled down all the SoundCloud ones, all the YouTube ones. I wouldn't even have sent it to Nikes, but she didn't get that across. She just went with it. You got to remember, this is Molly, who's never been an artist, who doesn't understand music yet, and it's, I'm big P Money to her, so she doesn't want to say anything. She's just going along with shit. So when she's seen the radio, she's panicked. She's messaged me. She's messaged Nikes. A bit rude, yeah, because she's a bit annoyed. She thinks, what the fuck's going on? This is in her head. You got to remember, in her shoes, this is her song in her head. It's her song. Why is my song on here? What the fuck's going on? I don't know. Everyone's playing my song. I'm getting all these overwhelming messages. Like, they're good messages, people bigging her up, but she's still like, this is not meant to be happening. So she's panicked. She's messaged whatever. So she thought what she's meant to say, in order to get the song taken down, because she didn't want to take it down because of anything bad. She didn't want to be like, oh, you can't use my song. She just wanted to get her point across that, you know, it's not ready. She wants to get the video and then put it on the radio, because she thought that was the final thing. She thought that's the radio, bang, live, go. She didn't even know that was a test. Like I said, she just panicked. So when she's messaged me on Twitter, I haven't got back to her because I haven't seen it. She messaged me on Discord, but I still hadn't seen it. Then she's probably messaged Nikes, and then after, I think I don't know if she could DM Nikes or not, but she's added Nikes and said what she said. I don't know if you saw, but she said what she said, and she mentioned about she owns the licensing, you know, this track shouldn't be on there or whatever. Now, this is why I don't have any form of conversations about anything until problems are resolved online, because what could have happened is if she DM'd Nikes or DM'd me and I finally responded to her, because I responded to her hours later, it was just too late by then. But if this happened behind closed doors, no one would have been none the wiser. The track would have come off the radio 24 hours later, and we would have still been waiting today for the video and get it ready and release. Yeah? But here's where it goes wrong. You know, she added him, said what she said, and now you've got everybody throwing in their 2 pence. You've got people thinking she's being ungrateful and pissed and just wanted to pull the music down out of spite and rudeness, and talking about licensing and like she wants like fuck NoPixel sort of thing. And then you've got the other side who are being like, oh, it's her song, like NoPixel are exploiting her and all this shit, when the actual truth is neither was happening. NoPixel are not exploiting nobody. And she's not saying fuck NoPixel. She just wants the song to come out later. That's it. But this is where miscommunication and misunderstanding happens, right? So now you've got all these people battering Molly, messaging her, you know, cussing her. She said that people were messaging her family, her mum, her brothers and shit. Then you've got all these people messaging NoPixel people, fucking, you know, harassing Coil, chatting shit to Coil when... You know what I mean? Now you've got people thinking, what the fuck's this Molly girl on? You got Molly thinking, what the fuck are these NoPixel on? When really, none of it was that. And this is why I don't have conversations online. I don't talk about that shit online. I will just, even my conversations with Molly is in Discord. Because even I was like, when I read it, I was like, what the fuck is this girl on? Even when I read the tweet, I was like, the fuck's she talking about? Because there is no license for Stratum. Because this is how it works. This is me educating you. She bought the beat. That's the license. She bought it. She bought it outright. She bought the license outright. So she owns the beat. Yeah? The beat was called whatever it was called. Once she vocals it, and I vocal it with her, that license it's a whole new license now that's needed. Because the song is now called Stratum. There's an instrumental that has its own name. That's what she owns. Now there's a song called Stratum, which both of us have shares on. We have splits. But none of us have drawn up any license agreement. She would need to make a license agreement, and I would need to agree to it and agree to a percentage and a split. But that hasn't happened. There is no license agreement. So even when she said that tweet, she didn't understand what she was actually saying. Again, she's a brand new artist. She's trying to become an artist. It's just a rookie error. Do you know what I mean? But some people that do know what licensing means reacted to that tweet and thought, rah, she trying to fuck NoPixel up. When the reality is, she didn't know what she was fully talking about. She wasn't even meant to say that. Do you know what I mean? She wasn't even meant to say that. She didn't realize she said something wrong. She didn't realize she approached it wrong. She wasn't realizing. She was just kind of annoyed and upset and trying to get her song off the radio. And in the meantime, said a whole bunch of shit that she shouldn't have said. That allowed people to think everything else, about everything under the sun. Oh, she's trying to hit, her whole career, her whole music career has been formed off NoPixel. The song has only even come about because of NoPixel, and she's slapping them in the face, which 100%. That's what it looked like. Because even I hit her. Even I was like, I Discorded her back, and I was like, yo, like, you know, I just seen your tweet, and I can't lie, like, that's a bit mad. Like, do you know what I mean? But I broke it down to her. I explained to her, because when she hit me and said, you know, these are the kind of messages I'm getting from everyone, people, viewers, they're saying all this stuff to me. And I said to her, listen, 100% it's not right for anyone to be messaging you this shit, 100%. But I know why they're doing it. This is why. Do you know what I mean? This is why, because they think you're this person who's trying to basically say, fuck NoPixel. When I know she wasn't. But what she said, it looked like that. Even I thought that. When I read the tweet, I was like, what the fuck? Until I spoke to her and I realized, Ross, she doesn't actually know what she's saying is a mad thing. She didn't realize. Like, when she's like, yo, like, why are these people? And I'm like, do you realize what you said? Like, the whole licensing sentence, you know what you said? Like, what you said is no difference from someone playing Travis Scott's song and Travis Scott's label coming and striking them with DMCA and then getting the server banned or fucking up the server. It's a threat. Yo, I own the license, get this off now. Like, it's a threat. But she's saying, I'm not, you know, that's not what I was trying to say. I'm just trying to get it off the radio. And I said, I know that, but the tweet looks like something else. And now they're all chatting shit. So she deleted the tweet anyway. Before I even had this conversation with her, she just I think she even deleted her socials because she said it was crazy. People were fucking going ham on her, you know what I'm saying? And obviously, I've been going through shit with my nan, so I just weren't around. Like, I weren't around to really get involved. Like, I was just like, I don't even want to deal with this shit. I don't like drama. I cannot be asked. I'd rather just leave it. And I'll be real with you. At this moment in time, I don't know if Stratum's gonna happen because I'm like, do I want to be a part of this whole drama that shouldn't even have happened? Like, I don't even blame Molly and I don't blame no one from NoPixel. I blame the people who just threw their 2 pence in and made it massive. It didn't need to be massive. All these people reacting to it, and I'm like, oh my God, like, it really weren't that deep. Like, you know, it was complete misunderstanding and misinformation. Like, you know what I mean? From the very start. And that's why I don't have any form of, like, if there's a little problem, even if it's the most minorest problem, I don't tweet about it and I don't Facebook about it or nothing. I don't say anything. I will talk to you in person or DM, because there's dickheads out there. We all know this. There's pricks out there who thrive off this shit and stir things up and just want to be mean. And do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're just out there. And they've made it worse than what it actually is when it didn't need to be that. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, she said sorry. She said straight up, you know, I came at the situation wrong. I was a bit rude, because she even came at me on Discord, like, not rudely, but like, she came at me with aggression and a bit of attitude, like, yo, like, why is a song on there? And, you know, I've been RP and this fucks up my RP and I'm like, hang on a minute. I didn't even know this radio station was going live today. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know why you're coming at me like this. And two, I was like, yo, the radio station's an amazing thing. It's massive. And she's like, you know what? I do actually see the opportunity. I do see it. She said, I do see it. It's just I panicked because I just wanted it to be ready with a video. And I totally get that. Do you know what I mean? It's just misunderstanding, miscommunication. She didn't get her feelings across from before any of this. She should have got her feelings across to me and told me, P, I don't even want no one knowing about it too tough. I don't really want it played too tough. I don't want these YouTube rips. Because I said to her a few times, yo, like, every time she said, yo, you know, it's up on this. And I was like, yo, I don't mind. Because she's asking me, she's like, yo, P, you know, it's up on SoundCloud. And I'm like, yo, I don't mind. But if you do, let me know. But I guess she just felt like, I don't want to spoil anything. So she was just like, yeah, no, it's cool. But really, she wanted to say, P, I want it to all be out with a video. Do you get me? So now it's like, it's just fucked. And it didn't need to be. Do you know what I mean? So if there's any of you that hit up Molly and was giving her shit, you get me? You might need to retract that for me, because it weren't that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've had my misunderstanding with her where I'm like, I was like, yo, what the fuck was you on then? Like, what was that shit you were saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, what was that tweet? Until I realized, hang on a minute, you don't actually know. So I just gave her a bit of education. I educated her on why I don't say things on social media, because everyone will throw their 2 pence in. I educated her on sometimes, even though, you know, you wanted it pulled off the radio, even if You waited for the 2 extra hours and I hit you back. The song couldn't have been pulled off the radio for 24 hours anyway. That's just how the server works. So no matter what, you would have had to wait. So you might as well have waited. But because she was, she was annoyed and impatient, she just added Nikes and just, you know what I mean? Instead of just waiting for me to hit her back and being like, yo, this is a situation. Don't worry, we can get it off. But she just, that's another learning curve. She's learned, you know what? I need to relax. I need to wait. I should have waited. Like, she fully understood, you know what I mean? It's a shame we just couldn't have that. The exact conversation I had with her, it's a shame I didn't have it in time. I didn't have that conversation with her in time, and none of this would have happened. No one would have thought, who the fuck is this girl? You know what I'm saying? And she wouldn't have thought, what the fuck are these guys doing? Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's just a shame, man. But I was just going through bad shit, you know what I'm saying? I was going through shit, and I was just chilling. I didn't even stream, you know what I mean? The week, like, everyone was listening to my shit on the radio, and I just couldn't even stream. I didn't even want to get on the city. I was just like, do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's all I got to say on that matter. Is a massive misunderstanding and miscommunication. Whether the song will still happen, I don't know, honestly. I did say to her, like, I don't know, man, like, if it was a license situation, then I 100% have to come off, because anything I do with NoPixel is licensed and DMCA free. That is me. And she assured me she was at P. That's not what I was ever trying to say. I just wanted it off the radio, and I'm like, cool. But it's like, is the damage done now? Do I, you know what I mean? Do I feel away? Does she feel away? Does other people feel away? I don't know. So we never know. Stratum might still happen, Might see the video and just be like, yo, this is too gang to not fucking drop this shit. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I just thought, for now, me and her, we spoke, and, I have not been on bad terms with her. She's not on bad terms with me. And we spoke today. She sent me something today, actually, or yesterday. There's like someone trying to make an album or something, and she wanted to get me involved. Someone was asking for like NoPixel people to be involved, and she hit me up today. Do you know what I mean? There's no bad blood there or nothing, but it's just massive misunderstanding. Like, it could have gone way worse, but I just think drama's not worth it, man. Like, I could have easily been like, fuck this girl, man. She's causing all this shit, and just bounce. But I understood, like, she's amateur, innit? She's just starting, She's just starting, and there's stuff she doesn't know. There was once upon a time I didn't know shit, and I wish there was someone who could show me, yo, this is where you went wrong. You know what I mean? And she took it. I told her exactly where she went wrong, and she didn't fight me back. She didn't be like, no, but like some people are like in denial, like, no, but and trying to get their point across. She didn't do that at all. She was just like, do you know what? I hear everything you're saying. I fully understand, and I see where I went wrong, and I can learn from this. And she just went on to explain what she was trying to actually do. And all it was, she just wanted to get off the radio, but she just said some shit. Like that. It's just that one sentence. The one sentence of saying, yo, I own the license, blah, blah. That is it. I swear to you. If she never said that, the whole thing's calm. It's just that. And that's not even what she meant. That's why it's long, man. It's so fucking long, bro. It's fucking long. But yeah, like, anyone out there, because I ain't seen it myself, but someone hit me up and said, there's a post, like, people trying to say NoPixel are exploiting artists. Listen, you can suck my left nut and suck my right bum cheek if you think that, because they allow people to play their music and perform and whatever. And you've seen recently they've been investing and doing shit for the music RP in this scene. So allow it. Do you get me? That's bullshit, bruv. And let's be real, a lot of people wouldn't have their Twitches or their subs or anyone even interested in their music if it wasn't for the server allowing them to have the music. Let's be fucking real here. So cut that shit out, yeah? They're not charging you fucking whatever you want to charge, so allow it. Do you get me? When it comes to licensing and whatnot, bruv, NoPixel can turn around and say, do you know what, then if you want to perform your music, pay £300 every time you upload a song then, or every time you perform a song. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing that, bruv. They've made a server. I don't even know how much this server costs. The server could cost fucking hundreds of grands for all we fucking know in making it run and making it happen, and how much they got to pay devs and shit to work on it and whatever. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know. If some devs, I think, probably do it out of the kindness of their heart, just the love for it, because there's people I've spoke to who have a job. And I'm not talking about NoPixel. They actually work. They go to work, they come home, and then they do dev shit. So To turn around and be like, yeah, man, these guys are out here trying to exploit artists. Suck my arsehole, man. Do you know what I mean? Just suck my arsehole with all that shit, bro. Like, you really don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And this is why I repeat, you should just sit down and watch. It's RP. It's called roleplay. You are watching people roleplay. Shut the fuck up and watch the roleplay. Yeah? Just watch. Just relax. Did you get me? Just relax. And when you're in a cinema, you're not you're not typing or writing on the fucking screen and all this shit and throwing in your 2 pence. You're in a cinema, you're eating your popcorn, and you're talking to your friend about it. Do that. Talk to your friend about it. Yeah, don't start atting the streamers and talking shit. Talk to your friend about your issues with whatever just happened. Like, oh, this cop, he arrested my favorite streamer. Yeah, tell your mate. Yeah, don't go and tell the cop who done it. Go and tell your mate that your favorite streamer got arrested. Yeah. Oh, fucking Crim shot my favorite cop. Go and tell your mum. Go and tell your mum that if you're that bothered. Go and tell your mum. Don't go and tell the streamer. The streamer is role playing. You are not in control of the role play, and you can't control it. All you're gonna do is upset and hurt people in real life. Do you understand that? You are here watching roleplay, something that doesn't actually exist. This is not a real person. It is a character. You are then taking the actions of a non-existent person and putting it on the real person and affecting them in real life. Do you understand that? Relax. Yeah? Relax. Get your popcorn. Yeah? And chill. If not, suck my left nut, I'm a right bum cheek. That's what you can do. Do you get me? Like, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings. Whether you're a cop, a crim, or a fucking civ, man, are human beings. Yeah, that's what we are. At the end of the day, we all have thoughts and we all have feelings. And this is why, I repeat, there should be regular meetings when big things happen in the server that involves big streamers or even small streamers, but it's a big thing happening. There should be a meeting, not to plan RP, but to discuss the RP that has happened, to make sure everybody's okay and everyone's cool, no one's temper's going mad. Do you know what I'm saying? Wrangler's still an op. Of course, in character, he's an op. He's a, you know what I mean? Like, come on, we met Wrangler. He tried to, for no reason, he wrangled us, but I've been made aware that this is his character. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but if people start to feel like, my point is, if people feel like they're targeted, and this is like, oh, well, see, you're targeting me, like this whole snitch thing, like, then clearly something's got to be done. You got to have some form of meeting about it and be like, yo, or even speak to each other. Like, yo, is it Penta that plays Wrangler? I don't know if it's Penta, but you need to, yo, Penta, yo, man, can't lie. Have you got a problem with me? I feel like you're actually, you know, you're actually trying to do me in. And that will allow Penta to be like, nah, man, it's not that. You know what I mean? And then, like, he might not go easy on you now that you've had that conversation, but at least he can conduct himself in a way where you can see, nah, this is actually RP. It's not that. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't mean he's going to fucking not raid you. It just means that when he does, he might just explain things to you a bit more and be less of a dick, like not be as rude or cheeky, so you realize, oh, do you know what? It's not even that deep. Like, he's not trying it. He's actually this, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, bruv, we're like, let's be real, like, hey, you get me? I'm fucking CG, but motherfuckers are keeping fucking meth tables in their house. Like, what the fuck, fam? Do you get me? Like, as mad as I am at Wrangler, at the same time, I'm like, you fucking idiots, bruv. You kept all this shit in your house. I don't know what you think. Like, fair enough, you know, you don't think the raid should have happened. Yeah, cool. But come on, man. You keeping all that shit in your house, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. I'm a realist. I'm too much of a realist. You get me? Let's be real. The moment I heard Patar got raided over killing a cop, every time we've said we're gonna kill a cop, I empty out my house. Like, you lot have seen me do it, bro. I empty out my house, bro. There's no no cocaine in my house. It's out. It's gone. It's gone. Do you get me? Like, come on, man. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Obviously.